we spoke about elements of design. Okay, we remember what elements of design are. We start with a dot. To keep a dot, we need a space. So, generally, the 5 elements, the sky, the air, the light, the earth and water. Okay. The most important is something called life, right? God. Okay. But we don't talk about that. Likewise, we don't talk about space. We don't talk about space because only because there is a space, we think of doing a drawing, think of doing a painting, think of doing a sculpture, isn't it? So space is generally not counted. Of course, it is an element, but that is not counted. I'm just packing, simultaneously packing, because I think my next class will begin now. Okay. So dot becomes a line. A line is 2 ends. You bring the 2 ends together, it becomes a space, and inside space, outside space, negative, positive space. And once that is understood, we go to form. This is 2D, that's 3D, texture, color. Okay, color theory is there. So these are the elements. We know this. Now, what are we going to do with this? First, let me talk about what these elements are. Okay. I think I have a notes. If I have it in my hand, I will use it. I'll show it to you. If I don't have it in my hand, I won't. Naturally, I can't. No, I don't think it is there. No, it's not here. Okay, let me see if it is somewhere else. Or else we'll just continue. Okay. So the first thing is, if we are going to be doing a drawing or a painting, it has to look, the painting, yeah, it is here. The painting has to look organized, right? What is organization? See, we are all sitting here. Okay? There are 5 of one category. We call them students. There are 2 of another category. We call them teachers. But all of us are here for one reason: to learn drawing and painting. So that is unity. The first thing is unity. Okay, I'll send a photograph of this. There is also a recipe for cake. So I'll take that off and send you only the elements and principles of design. Okay. So if you want to write it down, please write it down. I'm going to give a list of principles. Okay. Unity, variety, hierarchy, proximity, proportion, rhythm. Rhythm is repetition. Okay, repetition, only when there is a repetition, there is a rhythm. A systematic repetition is a rhythm. Okay. We won't do anything unsystematic. We might make it look unsystematic. Now, like it's as if my color has been put on like that. But it's not true. We have very carefully put color there, isn't it? So there is a system. So always system. Huh? And then there is balance. See, we have an element here. We have, no, that's the space that we have. We have an element here which is in middle ground to the right. We bring another element to the left and it comes up to the center. It has come near us. So there is a movement like this. So balance or composition is talking about movement. Is talking about a movement of a okay. So that movement is how we place our elements. We have a vertical element. You have the composition that we are doing. There is a milk jar, we can say, like milk jar, which is vertical. A circle is neutral. Okay, the egg is slightly horizontal. Hmm? Okay, just a second. I'll have to see the OTP. இந்த ஓடிபி பாக்குறேன்ல எதுல வரும் ஓடிபி மெசேஜ்ல வரலையேப்பா மெசேஜ்ல இல்லையே yeah, it has come 034902. என்னப்பா போயிடுச்சு கம்ப்ளீட்டா okay. So we have this vertical element, we have this neutral element which we'll call as horizontal. The circular thing is flat, it's not moving anywhere. Actually it should be rolling, but it's not rolling, it's stable. Okay, and there the egg is slightly longer, it's a horizontal one also. Okay, probably the circle can be called as diagonal. It has a capacity to move. What we give ideas to things. Okay, and so there is dynamism, there is a movement by placing them in a certain way. Suppose we keep the tallest one there, medium one here, and the small one here. It's very common. Okay, so we think, shall I place it somewhere else? We call that layout. Layout is composing. What is composing? We remember something called composition, right? In English, where there are lots of words, lots and lots of words, where we say there is a thought about something. Now, like there is one person somewhere and that person did this, and because that person did this, this happened. And so what do we say? There is an introduction. In a small village, in a small village, there was a young boy named Rama. Not Ramachandran, Rama. Rama was a good boy. So introduction, there was a small village and there is a boy. Intro. He was a good boy. Now we come to the body. So likewise, we have several elements. We place them in a certain way, layout. We are keeping it there. We're keeping this here. We are keeping this here. So there is a layout. How we keep the layout makes the composition, the arrangement beautiful for everybody. For me, it's beautiful. The other person says, hey, it's very nice. Oh, it's like that. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is coming out. That's standing there. Oh, that's the background. Oh, fine. So there is a balance. So how do we balance? So everybody feels that it has to be balanced like this, the way I like it. This looks beautiful, so I'll arrange it like this. If a lot of people like your way of thinking of beautiful, then you're a famous guy. So balance is not mathematical, but they try to give a mathematic because like Microsoft for Dummies, Adobe Photoshop for Dummies, this for dummies, car driving for dummies, all those things are there. So there is a way of understanding composition which is mathematical, where they say there is a triangular composition. I didn't do a triangular composition in our thing. I didn't plan it like that. That's a photograph that I took. So I thought, okay, I will have this here so that it cuts the left side movement. I have one there. So now this has to roll down. I'll have something here which rolls down. So it's going like this. It'll go out. So I'll keep something here, the egg, which is bringing it out this way. Okay. Suddenly this jumped. I don't know why this jumped, but this jumped. So I will turn. If the mountain doesn't come to Muhammad, Muhammad will come to the mountain. Okay. So that is a triangle, right? There is a vertical, there is a horizontal, there is also a diagonal, but not highly mathematical, slightly organic. Organic is natural growth. Okay. So that's called a triangular or pyramid composition. Pyramid would be both sides coming like that, and triangular can be right angle triangle. Is that understood? So sometimes the same thing, sometimes we say, we start with, there's the egg right in front of us, right? The egg is there. Once I do the egg is going to be very bright, so it's going to be right in front of us. That. So we look at that. That's the first thing that we see. Oh, nice. The egg is there. Oh, there is an orange here. So it starts moving like this. Goes like that. And oh, the lid is there. There's a highlight there. It goes there. And that's the handle. So it comes down like this. And the orange is reflected on the cell. So it is going like that, right? After it happened, we are thinking about this. That is not we will place it like that. No, you can't do that. You just do what you think is beautiful. And if a lot of people say what you think is beautiful, then you are a good artist. If everybody says what you have done is not beautiful, then you can start a tea shop or something and go away, do something else. Don't be here. I'm joking about that. But that's the way it is. Unless you have a drawing sense, unless you have an art sense, somebody who is not able to talk should not try to become an orator. Somebody who can't hold a tune should not try to become a singer. So likewise, unless you have a sense for beauty, you can't do a good composition. So triangular composition. Okay. Now, I went to composition because we needed to know this. So this whole picture is saying there are three elements which are coming together to say that this is a still life. Now you can't paint Everest on this. You can't have a river coming out like this. Wouldn't make any sense. So there has to be unity. The first part is unity. The next part would be variety. Unity, yes. We have brought the orange to several places. We have put dark here, dark here, dark here, dark here, a little bit of dark there, a little bit of. So there is a unity bringing all these things together. But there is an orange color thing, there is a silver color thing, there is a white thing, the background is pink and blue. So there is a variety. It can't be the same. So in a visiting card, we spoke about that. In a visiting card, for unity, we use the same font. Okay? And the background color is 1 or background color is 2. Just that. If the background color is 2, there are 2 colors, right? So in the first color, the second color will be printed. In the second color, the first color will be printed to bring unity. Okay? Where does the variety come from? And unity can be brought in fonts, same font everywhere. The variety comes in changing the color of the font, the size of the font. We know normal, expanded, bold, extra bold, narrow, compacted, and so forth. Left alignment, right alignment. So variety has to be there. Now, what is the most important thing in this composition? There's no such thing, but there is one element which is reflecting. There are 3 elements clearly, apart from the background. There's one element which is reflecting both the other elements. Of the 3, one element is reflecting. That is the metal vessel. So that is given a prominent space that is big. That can't be small. Smaller than the egg means it won't be important. Though it might reflect, it won't be important. So we take a bigger thing and keep it there. Hierarchy. The important thing is given an important place. Okay? So now we want the reflection to happen. We want a visiting card, a company's name. Next to the company's name, you can't have managing director. Only next to the name of the person, you'll put managing director. Next to the company's name, you'll put what product? Sheet metal or photography or fruits distribution. So that is called proximity. We went to unity, variety, hierarchy. Hierarchy is importance. According to importance, we are going to give space, important space. Right next to that, the hierarchy, though it is to the, how can these people call? Our bridge people are calling me, okay. So proportion is given based on the importance. Proportion is the area. How much of area is given for one item in the whole space given. Okay. So unity, variety, hierarchy, proximity, proportion, rhythm. Rhythm is repetition. Balance. Balance is composition. Okay. This is principles of design. Anything else that people talk about will come into this. Some people bring in space and dot and line and everything into principles, and they will take hierarchy and proximity into proportions. Those are the people who don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to be very straight about that. This is what knowledgeable people are talking about. And I learned it from knowledgeable people. So what I'm saying is knowledgeable. Okay. Okay, shall we close it for today? Okay, okay then. Where are you?